Hello to my pity pals. I'm sitting in front of my party wall, completely bare. I'm in the process of moving right now, so it's gonna sound kind of echoey in here because there's really nothing left in my office. Just me, all the walls are bare. My new party wall is temporarily set up at the public library. At the town I'm moving to, they asked me if I would be a featured artist, so it kind of worked out nice because all my art was already packed up. I hadn't even unpacked it yet, most of it, so I just took it over there and they hang it up. They're gonna put it up there for like a month, so it's gonna be a little while before I get Party Wall 2.0 at my new house. So yeah, lots of changes going on. New year, 2020. It's kind of weird to say that, 2020. I'm class of 2000, so this year will be 20 years since I graduated high school, which is really weird. Makes me feel old. But the new year is going to bring new challenges. 2019 was not a good year for me. Starting from the first week of January and going all the way to the last week of December, it was a really tough, bad year. You know that scene in Jurassic Park where they walk up on that giant pile of dinosaur poop? That was my 2019. I just had everything you could imagine. I had friends and families dropping dead left and right. I had issues with my health, with my house. In June, my water heater rusted out and flooded my house in the middle of the night. And I had to rip out all the floors and the walls, and took like 2 months to fix all that. And of course, I worked from home, so my office, it's out of commission for like 2 months. And it wasn't just me. It was my family too. It seemed like every other day there was an accident or an illness or a surgery or an injury. It was just a really rough year for everybody. So I'm really glad that 2019 is over. That, and I finally quit my job at the call center. If you haven't seen my call center video yet, go look at that. I really was not joking at all. Almost all of those calls are calls that I've had, some of them on multiple occasions. People really are that stupid sometimes. They just, they're just people. So I'm starting my new year on a new foot, new town, getting out of the city, moving to a small town, which is kind of getting back to my roots. I grew up in a little bitty town, so I'm looking forward to being being part of a community as opposed to just in the city. I've lived here for 8 years and I only know one of my neighbors' names. It's just city life. People move around a lot and you don't really get to know people in the city unless you're really involved in a lot of like outreach things or small group things. So at the beginning of this new year, I just wanted to say a little bit about perseverance. I went through a whole lot of crap last year and it was really hard, but I made it through. Perseverance. I'm still here. It really helps when you have friends and family to help you out. But I just wanted to say some stuff about like New Year's resolutions. I know a lot of people make resolutions at the beginning of the year. You might have made some yourself. I didn't make any this year because I have enough changes going on at the moment. I don't need to make any commitments at the moment. Everything's kind of in motion already, so I'm actually trying to get back into a routine. But in the past, I have been very successful with New Year's resolutions. Last year, I made a resolution to eat whole food, plant-based diet. And I did that 100% for about 3 months, and then I kind of added some more cheese, and I'm I'd say about 80-85% still on that diet. It's not, I'm not a die-hard fan of that. I don't make a deal about it, but I try and eat clean whenever I can. But I lost 20 pounds in 3 months on that diet. And a few years ago, maybe like 5 years ago, I made a New Year's resolution to read 50 books in a year. And I made it. I actually read 56 books in 1 year. I did it just because I wanted to, but I wouldn't recommend that unless you're a really fast reader to start with. I'm not a fast reader, so for me it was just kind of a scramble to get it all done. And I don't even remember half of the books that I read. I could see a book on a shelf and be like, oh yeah, I read that. People ask me what's it about, and it's like, it's about this farmer that has 2 sons, and he died and left something in his will or something. It doesn't stick with me. If I read them too fast, they don't stick. So when I read, I kind of like to savor and, really delve into character and plot. And I don't like to just do the flyby reading. Like some people can read really fast, but I'm not one of them. Exit Brandy. I have just some general advice about keeping on those resolutions, because you might have been on it for 2 weeks. I think it's only the 10th today. Maybe you've already failed with whatever resolution that you made at the beginning of the year. It doesn't help to beat yourself up about that. It's not about perfection. It's about progress and perseverance. If you expect to go out perfect, if you make a resolution and you mess up within a week and then you just go, oh, I failed, and then you don't try again, then you did fail. If you try again, that's progress. That's a success. As long as you keep trying, you're succeeding. I found that for me, it helps to make smaller goals. Instead of just making a blanket, I want to lose 20 pounds, set a smaller goal to start with. Make it a goal to exercise on Tuesdays and Thursdays, or maybe just Tuesdays. Just start somewhere and then keep going. If you want to eat healthier, make Meatless Monday. Or, once a week, instead of eating cookies for dessert, eat a bowl of fruit or an apple or something like that. Anything that's a step in the right direction is progress. And if you make enough choices, small choices, eventually you'll get to where you want to be going. But I can say this about goals, and that is, if you're doing it with the wrong motives, you're never going to get there. So the first thing you have to do is check your motives at the door. If you're trying to do it for somebody else, you want to lose weight so that people say you look good in that dress. You want to read 50 books a year so that people think you're smart. If you do it for any other reason than just your own fulfillment, it's not really going to work out for you. You're not going to get the result that you want. I set goals in mind that, would I still do this for me, even if nobody ever heard about it? If nobody ever knew that I did this, would I still do it? If the answer is yes, then I'll do it. It improves me. I do it because I want to do it, because it's helpful, because it's an improvement on my life. If you're doing it for other people, even if you make the goal, it's not going to be worth anything. And I think that's why a lot of people fail, with New Year's resolutions is because they come out saying that they want something. They want to lose weight, but they don't want to make any lifestyle changes. If you don't change anything, nothing's gonna change. Yeah, there's no quick fix when it comes to changing your life. It's just about making those small choices, just small things. You start stacking them one on top of the other and they'll add up. It might not be quick, but if you go long enough, you'll come out in the end. It'll be done. You'll be like, whoa, I didn't even realize that I had that much under my belt. Yeah, I don't know. Am I making any sense? I've been packing and moving and losing sleep for weeks at a time, so I might be a little out of it. But as somebody who has had some success persevering, I just gotta say, keep going. Little by little, you know, the tortoise and the hare. I'm always the tortoise, 'cause I'm so slow. Are you slow? You're not slow, are you? Let's have a stare off. Ready? You guys think Puddles goes a long time without blinking? Yeah, we got one there. We got one blink. So anyway, lots of changes coming up. I'm gonna sell my house here pretty soon, hopefully. And I'm gonna take that money and invest in doing something creative for a living. It's gonna be the first time in ever that I'm gonna have the time and the means to just let my creativity run free and just figure out exactly what I like to do, what I want to do, and do that. So I'm looking forward to that. A lot of things have to get done before that happens, but hopefully it'll happen pretty soon. And I'll keep posting videos. I know I haven't really been online too much over the last couple months. It's because I am moving. I don't have any kind of a routine at the moment, so I kind of throw my crown picks down every once in a while if I have a reason to. But I don't really have a lot of interesting things around me at the moment. I don't want a crown pick with a box, crown pick with bubble wrap, crown pick with another box. It's kind of boring. Puddle should be back on AGT on Monday, though. I'll probably do a little video thing there. I have to watch it at my grandma's house because she's the only person with cable. So if I'm in that town on that day, I'll definitely videotape that reaction. I don't know what song he's gonna sing. It's fun to watch Puddles on TV. I don't really care for the part where he stands in front of the judges, but you know, it's exposure. He gets exposure and they get ratings, so it's kind of a give and take. But you always get new people discovering Puddles. Whenever he's in the public eye, you get some new people that never heard about him before and they join the party, so that's always a good thing. So I'm curious, have you guys made any New Year's resolutions? Have you made any New Year's resolutions in the past that you actually did all year? I'm interested to hear what other people have done, so if you have any stories about that, leave them in the comments. And I'll talk to you guys again on Monday when Puddles is on AGT. I'll see you then.